Greetings, this is Tirra, your goddess guru, Tirra Olufemi, your goddess guru, here to share a word of inspiration from the oracle through the goddess perspective, whatever that means. What that means is that my view largely stems from the divine feminine way, divine feminine perspective. When we know more about how the world, creation is, how it is truly on the larger level, then we understand there is the masculine energy, and it's not necessarily about being a man. It has more to do with this energy is manifesting in this particular way, and the word we came up with for it is masculine. But the masculine energy tends to be a little more hot, fiery, sometimes a little more linear in perspective, and it has its place. It's neither better nor worse than the divine feminine, which is at times cooler energy. We talk about the yin and the yang. So when we talk about the divine feminine, we're talking about yin, which is contracting energy, the energy of darkness. Darkness has been given a negative stigma. Darkness is a good thing. Great things happen in the dark, like babies developing in the womb of a mother. So it's about contraction. It's about the spiral. The goddess energy operates in a spiral motion. If you think about how we are told the Milky Way galaxy looks, and when we see galaxies, there's always that spiral look to them. The masculine energy is yang, hot, fiery, expansive energy. We have both the yin and the yang in us, and we want to keep them in balance. And so I feel oftentimes a lot of messages come from the perspective of the masculine, not necessarily the man, because women give masculine messages just like men give feminine messages. It has less to do with a gender and more to do with how the energy is manifesting. So that's why I said what I did, about here to give you a word of inspiration from the oracle using the wisdom of the perspective of the divine feminine. And so this year, guess what? We're back in Gab, baby. We're back in Gab. Gab is the energy of the earth. This is a continuation for many of us. There's so much going on. I'm not saying that I am the most adept at talking about what period we're in. There are other people that know about the age of Aquarius, age of Pisces, the 2012 prophecy. That's just not my thing. But I do know something is going on majorly. There's so much, I don't want to say upheaval, but just energetically, things feel just way more in flux than for me they ever have felt. And when I hear other people talk, I can sense the flux that's going on for a lot of people. And many of us are talking about how we just kind of feel like we're free floating up in the air. There's a lot of stuff that's coming up that many of us are having to face, or we can descend back into our addiction and try to not deal with it. But I think that it's becoming more and more difficult for people to not see there's really issues that I need to address in my life. And everyone who I talk to, I always say, I'm all about self-realization. Why are we here? And so the sooner we address what is coming up for us, the sooner we can get closer to experiencing having full enlightenment of who and what we are, full self-realization while we're still here in the body. It's frustrating For many of us, it's very frustrating because we have issues that we don't know we have. So, we got all this mess going on. We're trying to do right, and it just seems like nothing's working. Oh my God, that's my experience. Let me not say nothing is working. 2011 proved to be one of the best years of my life. Not to say that the best things happen every day, because I'm telling you, close to the end, I thought I was going to get back on my heart monitor. I think I did a video last year where I was on a heart monitor because I was so stressed the previous year. So I'm not on a heart monitor this year, but by the end of the year, I thought, you know what? This is too much. I really need to assess what I need to do in my life and do better. But I can honestly say, when it comes to family, 2011 was one of the best years of my life. In my nuclear home right here with my husband and my two sons. My husband had worked out of town pretty regularly for the 3 years prior, and I didn't realize how much of a toll it was taking on us until the end. So he found another job, so he comes home every night, and it really helps me to understand what is really important. And 2011 for me was a year where I began to realize so many of the things that I thought I wanted were not really what I want. I was able to see even more clearly how much some of the things I feel like I want to achieve and I want to gain and attain in life have more to do with what I've heard in this physical world. This is what you want. This is what you are striving for. And so connecting with my husband and my children, we live a simple life. I'm not blinging, even though I really want to. We're not hurting or anything like that, but we just live a simple life. And living a simple life and sitting around evenings chatting with my husband and my kids is nothing better. There's nothing really that I want much more than that. That connection is really, really serious. It's such a blessing. And one of the reasons why I love studying the religion of my ancestors out of Africa, even though I have no idea really which African group I come from. I just don't know yet. But I do study the spiritual system out of Ifa. Many of us, that's our connection. And many of the spiritual systems there, they talk about the importance of family. And Ifa specifically talks about how important the family is, not just the nuclear family, but the extended family. Family is so important. And so for me, I have my husband and I have my kids, but I also have an extended family, blood relatives. I have an extended family of friends who are part of my human family. And it enriches my life, making that connection, because we know all is one. Every person I meet really is me, because there is no separation from the divine. If we say we buy into omnipresence, how in the world can we not all be one? And that's one of the things that we are having to really address in 2012. We are one human family that's really an extension of an energetic connection that stems from the divine presence that from which all of us emanate. So 2012, we're being called to really connect with our humanity, connect with the humanity of ourselves as individuals, and to connect with each other, the group of humanity. I get so bogged down at times with the seeming, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but the division that we have as people. We have men, we have women. We can't get around that one. But men are not better than women. Women are not better than men. Why do we have all these issues with men and women? Why are we putting one above the other? Women, you know what? This is your year because Geb, Positive, and Aset Hetep have spoken. When Aset is on the scene, we're talking about women, okay? We're talking about the divine feminine. And we all need to do better with connecting with that wisdom. Is how we're going to make it. Women, we're not second-class citizens. I said it last year in some video that I made, and I'm not going to deviate from it. We're not second-class citizens. We need to understand what it is to be a woman and to be that. And we all are going to bring something different to the table. The bottom line is what you see on Tyra Fame is what you get. I'm not into makeup. I don't wear the finest clothes. None of that. But I need the sisters who do that. Because you help me remember, you've got to walk around, you've got to beautify yourself, and I can help other women remember it's all about really just appreciating your natural God-given beauty. There's some women that are really into creating beautiful works of art in the home, and some of us, we're going to be outside getting down and dirty. Some women are saying, I don't want any children. My work will be outside of the home. Some women are saying, I want kids and my work will be outside of the home. Some women are saying, I want kids and my work will be in the home. It's all good. We just need to appreciate it. Many of us have been conditioned to really accept the masculine way of operating. And it's burning us up. It's wearing us out. And so it is very important for us to begin to understand who and what we are as women and appreciate it and value it and live that thing out. It's going to help bring balance to the world. But we are not less than. And men, you will benefit from connecting with the energy of the divine feminine. I am telling you, I see it in men regularly. Oftentimes you're just kind of unto yourselves. There's this thing where men really are conditioned to be strong no matter what, no emotion. Emotion is fine. Really, we're okay with emotion. It's a natural part of you. And if you men only have about 2 or 3 emotions that you're used to, one of which is anger, okay? The other one is that fun feeling that I notice in most men that I love how men are. Y'all are so simple. And y'all can teach us women how to just chill out at times. But by the same token, so y'all have that fun emotion. By the same token, there is a spectrum of emotion. And it's really okay for you to experience them all. It's really okay, man. You're going to be better for it. You're going to be more in touch. And, for the men, one of the things that I really feel for you all on is your work. Most men that I meet really do want to work and provide for their families. And when work ain't right, y'all are all whacked out. And so one of the benefits of living from your heart is you're able to figure out what is it that you're supposed to do, so it's not just you're working to provide for the family. You're able to live according to what your natural gifts and talents are, and you are able to make money doing that, and you feel good. See, people say when mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Baby, when daddy ain't happy, ain't nobody happy either. Daddy, men, whoever you are, you need to feel good about your work. Getting in touch with your feelings will help you understand your feelings are a gauge for what it is you're supposed to do. And to do that. And women, we need to support the men in our lives, our fathers, our uncles, our brothers, and our spouses, our significant others. We need to support them. They do better when we show them some love. And that's why I said, most of the men I know, y'all really do love a woman loving you. You really do. Even though you don't all the time know what to do. That's the reason why I say we need both the feminine and the masculine. I'm going to put a pause on just for a moment. I've had some technical difficulties, so I will not be making long videos anymore because I've made 25, 30-minute videos and then found out my sound was messed up. So this ends part one of a video that is talking about the energy surrounding the year 2012. Please look for part two next. Thank you.